Hi, it's Wasabi. Welcome back to the channel. We're on the Fjords map and we've got Ghost from Dream Clan. He's in the Cockroach. No, it's not. It is, yes, it's the E25, the Tier 7 premium tank destroyer from the German line. Why is it called the Cockroach? Well, runs around quickly, hard to kill, low to the ground, and very annoying. The E25, very fast firing gun, fairly low caliber. You do tend to need a bit of premium ammo, depending on what tier you're facing, but it does have preferential matchmaking, and he happens to be top tier in this game. Right, look at the Super Chaffee going across to where enemy light tanks travel, which is across that road or ridge. Is he going to spot anything there? Tiger 2 crossing the middle of the field, obviously getting spotted and shot at.
Much obliged.
Alright, he spotted a 12T. Yeah, he gets spotted straight away. Now, is that by the 12T? Possibly, if he's running CVS. So, oh, now he's being shot at by a Challenger. Challenger. Okay, 12T running away. That shot missed. Bang, gets the kill. Alright, so fairly quickly he's pumped out a number of shells and he managed to land 2 shots on it, but always a bit of an issue with casemate tanks. It does have a reasonably wide gun arc, but as you have to move past that, you have to move the chassis, and that increases your gun bloom quite substantially. Alright, there's the Challenger. Can he put some shots back into him? Yes, he does. It's basically accounted for the shot, so he can probably put another one as he stays stationary. Yep. Alright, so he's got his aim back there. He hasn't accumulated a lot of damage. You can see it's a fairly low alpha gun, but it is tier 7. And he certainly made that Challenger move back out of the line of sight. Now the other thing, I guess, is he wasn't spotted as part of that process, so clearly it was the 12T doing the spotting just before. Alright, it's got a chance to punish this T-34-85. Comes down, does take a hit, and goes for a ram. Pretty unusual to getting a ram kill in a E25. Oh, and he's taken a lot of damage all of a sudden. So takes a bit of shelter here, but he's down to 104 hit points, and this would normally be end of game for a lot of players, but Ghost is not going to give up right now. It's just going to have to be a little bit more circumspect and try and punish tanks that are engaged in other ways. Churchill 7, potentially, but he is spotted there. Maybe this VK is going to come and give him a bit of a look. Probably maybe get a kill out of this. Here to change the angle a bit. That VK is still there, so he's just being a bit wary there. Doesn't want to get spotted just yet. Okay, VK goes down. Right, that opens the opportunity a little bit. He can come up and perhaps go after the Churchill. No, Churchill's gone too, so... Alright, doesn't want to go and threaten these tanks directly. It's to basically use as much cover as he can. His team's in a bit of a hole. They are only 1 tank down, but they've lost a few more hit points there. Quite a few of them with Ghost in his E25. So he's coming back to closer to his original position. See the RTO falling back. They've pretty much lost most of the sort of north side of the map there, so Ghost is coming up here to basically take up a very defensive position, but one where he can punish perhaps overconfident enemy. So doesn't have a lot of damage at this point, only 650, but still 2/3 of the game to play out if they can get all 15 minutes worth. Here comes a Jagdpanther. And also the Wheezy fake tank. So they lose their arty. It's to a Cheery, so there's a Cheery around, hasn't been spotted. Well, not for a while anyway.
Fall back from there.
And he needs these tanks to basically push forward. So he's just keeps reassessing his position. Good sign of a good player there. Just making sure he's got the cover. Oh, there's the Cheery. Okay, now he's got double push here substantially. He's not going to get spotted firing. Should get a kill here, just about one more shot. And this is the gun at work. Oh, and it's Michael Whitman in the Cheery. What a surprise. Yes, sounds normally been a general rule in the game that anyone names themselves after a famous battle general or tank commander. They're not necessarily the best player in the game. Now, I'm saying that about that particular player, but it does remind you that, yes, the name doesn't mean a lot unless you can back it up. Alright, so he's managed to get rid of the Cheery. The others, enemy tanks have gone around. They're chasing the T-43. He's trying to encourage the T-43 to come back to where he is so that he can get more guns on them. But at the moment, it's just Ghost, the T-43 player, and a VK-3002, who is at the other end of the map. And he's facing two tank destroyers, so I'm not thinking he's going to last too long, and in fact he gets taken out by the Nashorn. So T-43 managed to get a damaging shot in, and he goes down too. So now it's just Ghost. And how many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, if he can survive this, he's up for a Kolobanov's medal. And he's got to pull forward here to get his target lined up and then pull back again until the bush goes completely solid, otherwise he will get spotted. But he's going after the 131 tank destroyer and he gets rid of him. And the Jagdpanther just not paying any attention to him. I don't know where he thinks the shots are coming from. He's certainly not facing this direction when he finally turns around. And he's coming across the river, but Ghost just pumping the shells in and gets the kill. So all of a sudden he's got 5 kills, and the enemy arty targets his position quite cleverly there. But now he's spotted the Nashorn, and the Nashorn knows he's been spotted, so he pulls back, but not before he gets hit by Ghost with 1 shell, but he's still got plenty of hit points there. So Ghost all of a sudden, it's gone from 650 to 2.2k of damage, and that was in 3 minutes, so it just shows you what the potential is of the 25. And here he's got plenty of camo. The question is, are they all going to come from the same direction? Yes, they are. So the Challenger is there, the Nashorn is there, and it's only the arty who's left on the other side of the map. Challenger knows he's spotted too. And is he going to flank around? That's going to be the question here. Or is the Nashorn going to flank around? One of the two. So Ghost is cool, just dodges the enemy shell there. But 1 shell landing on him, and it's a GW Panther, will take him out. He's only got 104 hit points, so it's pretty vulnerable there. But the arty obviously paying quite careful attention here. So Ghost just looking for that spotting. Maybe the arty's not being as clever as I thought. He's gone across, he's not watching the bushes moving. Maybe it's not something he can see from his position. Alright, so no enemies seen for a little while. Okay, the Challenger came around all the way around the mountain, so again double bushed and can punch a few shots into him. And he has been spotted, but the Challenger's gone into the drink. Now, luckily no one's shooting back at him, and oh, that Challenger, I think he's in a bad position. Is he going to survive? No, he's drowned. So that's definitely helped Ghosts. He didn't get the damage, unfortunately, but he got a couple of shots in, so 2.5k of damage now. Now there's the Nashorn. Where is the Nashorn? It's the important thing. If the enemy wants to win this, they've got to come in and win. The arty's still shooting, so he's not doing anything about trying to win here, as in if you can kill Ghost, of course, that'll get the win, but not trying to come onto the cap area. So decision time for Ghost. Does he go chasing the enemy targets, or does he stay and wait and hope that they push in on him? Well, he's definitely not spotting the Nashorn, so that's going to be a concern. Where is the Nashorn? Right, in fact, the Nashorn has appeared, so alright, he's popped up and then got back down again. And it gives Ghost the idea that he can basically change direction and maybe shoot down on him from the ledge above here. Can he do it without cover? Might be able to catch the Nashorn napping, so to speak. He does have some bushes here he can take advantage of, but it depends exactly where the Nashorn is. It's actually not that far away, so he's got this bush here. He's just coming forward, and in fact there he is spotted. Nashorn just peeking up. He knows he's spotted, but he doesn't know from where. That's probably the big difference here. Ghost has changed the angles, but Ghost is basically keeping at bay with the spotting. Yeah. It looks like he might be going after the arty here. Going from where the arty shells were coming from, he may not be that far away. He's heading off to the cap area as well, so that's another potential. I don't know that the arty was all this distance down here. In fact, yes, no, he's definitely looking for the arty. And someone's on cap. Now that will be the Nashorn for sure. And in fact, maybe the arty's gone around the other side of the hill and is heading towards the cap as well. So this could be playing out in his favour here. Certainly being on cap means they're exposed. He's just going to have to find his way here. Okay, he's found the GW Panther. GW Panther is on cap. Okay, they do move pretty quickly, so it's not surprising. So it's going to take 2 shots more to kill him. That's the kill. There's still one on cap, and that will be the Nashorn. So he's just got to come up here and try and outspot him. Should spot him now, and there he goes. In fact, he's got the side of him, so he's going to go for the tracking shot. Nashorn knows he's spotted. He's just got to dodge the incoming shell. Luckily he does. And now he could have got up and fired a few more shots, but he's going to go dark here. Still got 2 minutes. And the Nashorn, is he still on cap? Yes, he is. It's just coming back to the same bush, and the Nashorn is there. Ducks down again, trying to avoid being blind shot. But now he knows exactly where the Nashorn is, so he can come back up out of range here and just fire at the position on the mini-map would be another way of doing it. In fact, the Nashorn spotted again. But all this time, Ghost hasn't been spotted, apart from that first time. So now he's got the Nashorn. The Nashorn doesn't know exactly where he is. And so there you go, he's made a hit because he's reduced the cap points. And again, there's 2 shots have gone in. And he's just going to bang him in until he gets a kill, assuming the Nashorn is staying in that same position. Well, he's still on cap. But in fact, there he goes. There's 1 shottable, and he's just got a fraction of the turret there, and that's the kill. 52 seconds left in the game. 3.2k of damage, approximately, and that's the victory. Kolobanov's in the pocket. Well, an even bigger damage total there. Quite a few blind shots that went in. 3.6k of damage in the end. 7 kills. So he's earned the Defender Award for all of the cap points that he saved, high caliber reward, Top Gun for the 7 kills, and the prized Kolobanov's medal. But only a first class mastery badge. Well, let's have a look at what's going on there. team score. Let's have a look. 1395 base experience. That is an ace tanker in anyone's book, but that just means that it's a pretty high bar there on the E25. A lot of good players playing it. And look at the damage total there. 3.6k is, yeah, pretty much 3 times the next best player there. The AT8 got 1335, so yeah, just under 3 times that amount of damage. On the enemy side, Yak Panther got 2.7k, so pretty good effort there, although he did seem to not really have a lot of understanding of where shots were coming in for a little while until he turned around, but too late for that TD. But definitely they were leading the charge, the Tiger 1 and the WZ131 GFT, all really punishing the team from the north. The national player only getting 764, so not a lot, but he did get 2 kills. And where is that Michael Whitman in the Cherry? There you go, 1100 damage, not too bad. Anyway, we're not going to focus on them. All right, what did it cost to run the 25? It is a premium tank, and you can earn quite a lot. So let's have a look at that. 39 shots fired. That's a crazy amount of shots to put out. 29 hits, and each hit actually penetrated, which is good. 84,000 credits earned, plus the reward for completing the first mission or the first win with a premium account gave another 50k. As I said, he did need to pump out a lot of premium ammunition there, so 109,000 in cost just of ammunition alone, plus premium consumable that had been the food that he was running, and so he made a total profit of 353 credits. That's ludicrous by itself. But that's the 25 in a nutshell. Yes, tend to have to use premium ammunition to get the damage totals, and it's not going to earn you a lot of mastery badges unless you get a real exceed in the premium side of things. But another great game there from Ghost. Thanks very much for supplying content. It's really helping the channel, and anyone's welcome to submit a replay if they want. You can hit me up on the Asia Discord just under Wasabi, and I can always review that and use it on the channel if it looks good. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Hopefully, if you liked it, you'll give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, it's an option for you. We'll have more great content to follow. We'll see you again.